You know, these movies with the supernatural actors are filled with sequels.
Tons and tons of sequels.
Sequels to movies that really weren't that good in the first place.
Sequels to movies you didn't even know could possibly have sequels.
Movies that you didn't know had sequels to their sequels. Lots of horror sequels too. Scrappy horror sequels. This one is not what I guess it's horror, but not in the stupid gore fest, look at the naked boobies with blood on them kind of way. But it is a sequel, and it's Open Water 2, Adrift, I think it's the subtitle.
Yes, it's Adrift. They're clever.
And it stars Richard Bates Jr.
The beloved trickster / Gabriel.
I think all of our hearts broke a little bit when he died on Supernatural, but if you think that was heartbreaking, you clearly haven't seen Open Water 2.
Oh my god. And you know what? You think Open Water 2, there's gotta be sharks. I gotta mention this. I was expecting to see sharks. Yeah, there's no sharks.
We went in the whole movie to see sharks.
There's not even a fish in it.
No, they're in the Dead Sea apparently.
I know, with no fish.
Yeah.
At all.
And even when they're bleeding profusely, do any sharks get attracted to it? Nope. No.
I don't know what waters these are. Because they're some sort of tropical, they're warm water.
I think it was off, I think they were off the coast of California. I think. That's what they were set. That's not where they shot it, but I think that's where it was set.
No. I'm just saying. I think there are sharks in that water. Like if you get out far enough.
Yeah.
And the way they were making it sound, they were out far enough.
Yeah. So this movie, their predicament is really so stupid. It's infuriating, you know?
Oh my god.
Like you can't even believe this just happened. Basically, Eric Dane is in this too. You know, Dr. McSteamy, who I normally like. Not in this giant douchebag. Anyway,
ass butt.
he takes them all out on his yacht, and they all
remember
decide,
that his is for later.
Him and a group of friends, and they all decide to go swimming. Well, one woman is like traumatized from the water.
I mean, literally gets the shakes. She's a mother too.
Yeah, little bitty baby. So sad. Well, he just thinks for funsies, you know, because guys do this crap. He picks her up and jumps in the water with her. Well, she about has a heart attack.
Yes.
And then what?
Literally lays there like comatose.
Yeah.
For like 10 minutes.
And Richard Bates plays her husband, by the way. And what do you know? No one put the ladder down, and they can't reach to get back on the yacht. They are stuck right next to the yacht with no way to get up.
But how does that happen? This is what bugs me about it. Ass butt didn't freaking like everyone else gets in the water, and it was always pretty much known that the main woman in the movie wasn't gonna get in the water. So the rest of them, I could legitimately see them not worrying.
Trickster. Let's call her Mrs. Trickster.
Yes, Mrs. Trickster. Which, I could see him thinking, oh, I don't have to worry about the ladder. She's not getting in because she's deathly afraid of the water.
Something that
this movie plays it up.
And ex-boyfriend like McSteamy should know.
Ass butt. That's what I'm calling him for this movie.
Since this trauma, because we get flashbacks, happened while she was a small child, so he should know about this little phobia of hers.
Yes, and I think he knows, and he doesn't care, which just adds to another level of why this character was awful.
He's a complete
There was nothing redeeming about this character.
It's all his fault.
At all. At no point was I like, ooh, I hope you make it through this traumatizing experience.
He did save her.
Still, didn't make up for it.
With an idea that they should have thought of long ago. Because we're looking around like, you know, they could try this, they could try that. Did they try this and that? Nope.
No, they never did.
It's like sit the girl on your shoulder and try and lift. Nope. One thing they tried, they all got naked, and they tied their suits together and tried to make a rope, but the idea failed and they gave up on it.
And literally at one point, from the beginning, you were saying, poke a hole in the boat or try to climb up.
Because they have a knife with them, yes.
Yes, they have a knife. And as soon as we realized they had a knife, I'm like, well, a knife just opens possibilities.
Yes,
it's a knife.
Stab the boat and pull yourself up.
Exactly.
All you need is one good, hole.
Exactly.
It's not that tall.
But we should mention some of the other people in the movie. The other people stuck in the water is this ditzy idiot that
Cameron Richardson plays her.
That I guess we'll refer to McSteamy, so there's not too much language in this. Her. And she's in it. And then two old friends of McSteamy's and Mrs. Trickster, who evidently have had a fling in the past. One's like a doctor, the other one's like a massive hiker, outdoorsy type people. And they're stuck in the water.
And they're pretty good characters. You got a little picked at their fate.
Basically, the only two people that are completely unredeemable and you wish would have drowned much sooner is McSteamy and
Cameron Richardson.
Yes. Oh my god, that woman was annoying from start to finish.
She panicked quickly and
before she even got into the water, she was like,
well, yeah.
Basically, she's just like, why are you wearing a life jacket on a yacht?
Yeah, she did pick on her for wearing a life jacket and then tried to take it from her later when they were in the water.
I know, and then they get in the water and she's like, catch a share, why does she get it?
Yeah,
and I'm like,
she had the forethought to
wear it on the boat. And I'm like, no, we're not playing sharesies because this woman doesn't know how to really swim that well. And yeah, no. Oh my god, I hate it.
Yeah, and can I just say one thing about McSteamy? I know you didn't write this, obviously, but I always stick up for you.
I like to state I liked McSteamy from the very first freaking episode he was in.
I know you did. You liked him before that.
I knew who he was. I knew names.
Not that he's just an idiot and gets them all trapped.
I can help
he
you.
Flat out kills one of them. Because what happened is the outdoors got Richard hits his head and he's got a concussion and he's like delirious. And to help him, the other guy, the outdoorsy guy, finally does what we suggested, which apparently we would have been killed for our efforts in this situation, and starts stabbing at the boat with a knife. And Eric Dane starts freaking out and is like, no, don't do that. So they fight over the knife. Outdoorsy guy accidentally gets stabbed. And he slowly bleeds to death.
Because then you figure out that the boat isn't actually his and he stole it.
From his boss. And he's an errand boy, apparently. And I'm like, well, I certainly hope that was worth it. You killed your friend, you doomed the rest of them. You indirectly killed two others. And the whole while, I should mention, the baby is still on the boat.
Yes.
Crying
on the boat.
And it's horrible, you know, because I'm like, it's a baby. Someone has got to survive for the baby. The other girl, the doctor girl, decides to try and swim back. We assume she died.
You never see her again. Yeah, you never see her
But
again.
they were like, it's too far. She's like, maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but I can't get here, so presumably she didn't make it. Cameron Richardson.
Which if I knew I was going to go, I'd prefer to go like that.
Yeah, I can see her point. Cameron Richardson drowned because I guess she panicked and tried to swim, and she was a weak swimmer. She was cold. She just didn't make it.
Yeah, she was cold, she was a weak swimmer, and she swam out because she was afraid of all the blood. And she just swam out away from everybody, and she drowned.
We started this project for, a few laughs. But this was bad.
As I go on in this, if I don't make it, world, through this horrifying, if I die from the level of crap I've watched, because, you won't even know the crap. I mean, just so you know, at this point, I've watched more than I've reviewed.
Yes.
We're just trying to catch up. Oh my god.
Yeah, and it's Richard, you know? If it were one of the angsty boys that we're used to seeing in these scenarios, it'd be sad, but same old. But it's Richard. He's our trickster. He's our funny guy. And seeing him delirious and dying in his wife's arms is horrible.
And she sings to him.
Yeah, because he sings the song to their baby and then to her, and then it's that Frere Jacques song. Yeah. And in all fairness, she holds on to him a while after he dies too, before letting him go.
I couldn't handle it.
It was heartbreaking. Richard, I just want to say I love you so much because that really hurt to watch.
I know!
That hurt.
God, God. Just wrong. It was just a heartbreaking death. Because this movie, I will give something. The entire cast could act.
They did a good job.
The entire cast could act. And you'd be like, well, that's not a very high standard. I've been watching what I've been watching.
And this one,
you will be appreciative of the acting you see in movies after you watch what I've watched.
I wouldn't call this a bad movie either. At least compared to the other crap we've been watching. It's not a bad movie, in my opinion, even if it's a sequel with no sharks.
Yes. If this movie were to be considered the negative points, I think it would be the long dragging point.
It does. It really
and
does.
I just feel there are some plot holes. Like, I think they could have made the whole overall arc more intense.
Yeah, her whole trauma and the payoff, I don't think was very good.
Wasn't good. Like, them trying to figure, like, I mean, legitimately.
They could have. They had more options than what they tried, in my opinion.
I don't go boating. I'm not an outdoors person. If someone mentions hiking to me, I kind of like twitch because I really don't like heat. Like, I'm just saying, I don't know a lot about this, and I've thought of like multiple scenarios to get my butt on that boat. I mean, yes, I consider myself a survivalist, but I know I'm not like as smart as someone like the one character that talks about how he travels a lot, you know, and goes in outdoorsy things. Like, I just think, wow, if I can come up with this, why couldn't they come up with something?
Yeah, there were other options, but I think that's the case you're gonna get in most horror films, you know?
Yeah, I know, but
like,
I'm just
really?
saying.
But for me, it's just so irritating that it makes me not like it.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, I get if that was your point, but that doesn't even matter. You didn't even think, like, you thought, oh yeah, I know what's a good idea. It's so simple. Like, no, because then it just causes problems. Like, I really don't think best friends forever are gonna stab themselves and get in a tizzy over, trying to get back on the boat. Well, I guess it didn't mean this. I mean, I know it didn't go, but I'm just saying.
Well, anyway, eventually, there's this little, I don't know, locked door sort of portal thing on the side of the boat that we've been seeing the whole movie, and eventually he breaks the goggles and sticks the lens in there and has her climb up on that, and she gets aboard back to that poor baby. But for some reason, she's gotta save him too. I'm like, why? He caused this. If he wanted up, he could pull. She put the ladder down. I don't remember why he didn't grab on. Was he drowning or something? No, he didn't grab on because he felt he should die. He didn't want to go back on. Because he knew that he was a giant tool ass butt throughout the entire movie and didn't deserve to live. And he got everyone killed. But I guess her conscience wouldn't let her do it. Though I would say this man single-handedly killed my husband. Yeah, and I would say I'm not leaving my baby again. Exactly. But the way to get through it is, Richard told the story about it at one of the conventions that always makes me laugh. I keep holding on to that. About how he kept drifting away from the camera. Yeah. You can't help yourself when you're in the water, apparently. Yeah. And his legs going like this. I know, he's like, to look calm. I don't know, guys. I don't get it. All we need to do is swim over there. And his legs like, to stay in one place. But that's why we love Richard. Yes. I love you, Richard. And that's why this hurt. That's why I watched this. The ginger intern wouldn't even watch it because she found out he died and she's like, I can't handle that. Wimp. Yeah, I'm sick and tired of being the strong one in this. I've seen more crap than you could know, and they'll never know. The supernatural people are like, yeah, we did that movie. Ooh, it was bad. So don't think about the people that actually watch it for them. If you want me to recommend it to my high standards, because I do actually see legitimate Oscar-winning movies, and I see all movies. Yeah, we watch real movies sometimes. Yes, I do. This isn't just, I don't just sit around watching anything supernatural scraps that they throw at me. I like to state that. Most of the time I'm just like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I'm not watching that. Jerk faces. But yeah, if you want my high standards, don't watch it. No. If you want my standards of the desperate supernatural lover, watch it. If you love Richard that much, then watch it, but prepare to cry. Because I'd like to state, my love is what makes me watch these movies. Yeah. So, yep, that's Open Water 2, Adrift.